Hey everyone, so today on Oh Hey This Too, we're going to be talking all things Sephora VIB Sale, which is coming up very, very soon. I do want to start out by saying that this episode is going to be much more of a podcast than other videos that I've done in the past so far. So, get the video running and do your thing. If you're commuting to work, if you're cooking dinner, whatever you need to do, just have me playing in the background because there's definitely nothing you need to see in this episode. I will have visuals of the products I'm going to be talking about up on the screen just in case I mention something and you don't know about the product, you can't picture what it looks like. It'll be there if you want to watch, but otherwise feel free to just listen on as we talk Sephora VIB Sale. So if you're already super familiar with the Sephora VIB Sale, feel free to skip ahead to the time that I put on the screen right here. But if not, I'm going to give you a little bit of backstory, what the deal is, why everyone freaks out this time of year. Basically, Sephora does not do sales ever. They don't have coupons that they send out. They don't have coupon codes, nothing like that. They just twice a year have the VIB sale where you get 15 or 20% off. So if you are a beauty insider, which is just Sephora's rewards program, you get 15% off from the dates of November 10th to the 15th. If you're a VIB member, you get 20% off from the 10th to the 15th. And if you're VIB Rouge, you get 20% off from the 10th to the 15th, but also the weekend before, the 3rd through the 6th. So the biggest thing here is just that because Sephora never does sales, when the VIB sale comes around, people lose their shit because I guess it's just the rarity of a sale, like people go crazy, and I see these videos of people doing Sephora VIB sale hauls and people just buy things they would never normally buy because it's on sale, and it's just never on sale at Sephora. So I am going to be coming at this from a bit of a different angle. I don't do that. I'm a pretty minimalist consumer, I like to think. Not all the time, but I try to be. So I don't have a ton of products that I'm planning to get, but I do have some, and I'm going to walk you through what those are and why I want to get them during the sale. But I also just want to talk about kind of like ways to think about this so that you don't get sucked into the hype of the sale like everyone else does. So one thing you need to remember is that Ulta sends out 20% off coupons all the time. So if you can get it at Ulta, don't buy it during the sale. You should only be buying things that are exclusive to Sephora, and really you should only be buying things that you have been wanting anyway, because 15% is not that much. Like, people act like they're getting this stuff for half off. It's not that big of a percentage. I mean, for things that you wanted anyway, yeah, wait for the sale and then buy them, because why not get 20 or 15% off? Like, that makes sense, but don't treat it like it's this insane percentage off and start buying like insane amounts of products that you wouldn't normally buy otherwise. So what I like to do is just throughout the year, as I think of products that I want, I put them in my cart, or I put them on the little loves list that they have, and then I wait for the sale to buy them, because in my personal opinion, most of the stuff at Sephora is completely overpriced and not worth it. But some of the stuff I think is worth a slightly higher price tag. So maybe I have foundations that are normally $40, and I definitely don't think they're worth $40, but I do think they're worth $32, like, that type of thing. So I still do think that the sale is awesome, that you do get 32%, or that you do get 20% off, but just take a deep breath. So some of these things are things I have been wanting for a really long time. Let's walk through them. Like I said, there's not that many, but I am also going to include a few things that I'm not going to buy. So if that helps you in any way, if it's a product that you were maybe on the fence about and I can help talk you out of it, that's great. That's kind of the idea behind like anti-hauls. This isn't a full-on anti-haul video, but there are a few products that I wanted to buy, but I've talked myself out of them because I don't need them, and so I'm going to go through a couple of those products as well. And then if you guys want, I could do a separate video that is like a true anti-haul where I go through all the products that I am like 100% not gonna buy. No way, absolutely not. So let me know in the comments if you want that video. Otherwise, we'll just stick to this one and let's get into it. All right, the first product that I'm going to be purchasing during the VIB sale is the Fenty Beauty Foundation. It is called the Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. Everyone freaked out when this foundation came out because it comes in 40 shades, and I found my shade. I got samples of this at Sephora, so I have tried it, and I know that I do like it. I can do a full review on it if you guys want that, but I will say right now, I don't think it would work for anyone other than really oily skinned people, because even on me, it's kind of drying, and I've never said that about a foundation because I am that oily. So there's my little mini review. I would only recommend this foundation if you're super oily, but if you're super oily, you're gonna freaking love it. At least I do. And it comes in my shade. So I'm in the shade 130, which I've seen other YouTubers swatch a few different shades, and whenever they get to 130, they're like, holy crap, that is straight yellow, like that. And it does on their skin, it looks just like yellow, but that's my shade. So I guess that gives you guys a little bit of an idea of how yellow toned I am. I can also pull off the shade 140, which is described as light skin with warm undertones, but 130, which is described as fair skin with warm yellow undertones, just is like a teeny tiny bit closer to my natural skin tone. So this foundation is $34, which is quite a bit less than other foundations at Sephora, but with 20% off, I'm for sure going to purchase it. Foundations are like that thing I cannot say no to. I have so many foundations. I just can never have enough foundation. I don't know what it is, but I love it. So the second item that I'm planning to pick up is the full bodied foundation brush by Fenty Beauty that also came out with the initial launch. This is a really unique foundation brush. It's kind of like an oval shaped brush. So it's $34. I normally never buy brushes from makeup brands. I basically have like Morphe brushes, Real Techniques, e.l.f., one ColourPop brush, and that's it. And I love all the brushes I have, but this foundation brush, when I have been seeing people use it, I feel like I'm really going to like it. Right now, I have basically my flat top kabuki brush that I use for stippling, and then I have an e.l.f. fluffy blending brush for like stick foundations, but I don't have anything that is like this, where it's almost a paddle brush to like spread out thin foundations like the Fenty Beauty foundation, but it's not quite a paddle brush because it's still round and like domed enough that it can blend product, and everyone seems to love it. It has almost a 5-star review, so this is one of those times where I'm just gonna go for it and I'm gonna get the Fenty Beauty foundation brush because it's got great reviews. I think it's fairly priced, and I really do like the way it looks, which is really important to me with my makeup brushes. And you know what? If I hate it, I'll return it. But I don't think that I will. I think I'm really gonna like it. The other product that I'm planning to pick up during the VIB sale is another foundation. I am going to pick up the Milk Makeup Blur Liquid Matte Foundation because every review I've seen of this, people are in love with it. And like I said before, I just can never have too many foundations. For some people, it's nude lipsticks. For some people, it's concealer. For me, it's foundation. I just could wear a different one every day and be super happy. So I am going to be picking up this one, even though I haven't tried it, which I know is risky. If possible, in the next couple days, I am going to try to go get a sample. And I guess if I hate it, I won't end up picking it up, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get it because everyone seems to love it and I love foundation, and so I really want this one. That's really all I have to say about it. It looks super nice and good for oily skin. I mean, it doesn't look incredibly oil controlling, but it's really full coverage. So the Fenty Beauty foundation is more of a medium coverage but more oil controlling, and then this one is a little less oil controlling but very full coverage. Another product that I just wanted to mention because I was fully intending to pick it up during the sale is the Sweet Peach foundation, but I ended up getting a 30% off coupon through the Too Faced website, so I actually already bought it and it's on its way to me, but I did want to mention it because if it weren't for that, I was going to be picking it up during the VIB sale, and for many of the same reasons as I mentioned before. Foundation is my weakness and I love trying new ones, and I love that so many are coming out now for oily skin. I feel like the past couple of years every foundation that comes out is like dewy, luminous, radiant, and I'm just like, where is the foundation for oily skin? And then this fall it's just been like amazingness, so it's our time now. But basically, I tried a sample of the Too Faced Sweet Peach foundation. I was not gonna buy it because I was like, I'm just kind of morally against Too Faced for a lot of reasons. The things I've heard about some of the stuff their owner has like done and said, it just does not sit well with me. I own a couple products, but that I bought them before I heard about any of this, and so I was like, I'm not gonna get anything from the Sweet Peach line, no way. And then everyone was like, this foundation is the best I have ever used for oily skin. And I was like, dang it. So I went into Sephora and I got a sample and I was like, okay, this has to be amazing or I'm not getting it. I'm just not. And it was amazing. It was so good. It's so good, guys. Like, if you have oily skin, honestly, it is bomb. I'm not even a fan of the packaging. I think it's kind of like childish. I was not gonna get this foundation, and then once I tried it, I was like, holy shit, I need it. So I was gonna pick that up during the sale, but like I said, it's already on its way to me from the Too Faced website. Alright, the last 3 things that I'm planning to pick up from the sale, I don't have nearly as much to say about them, so I'll just kind of run through them quickly here. The first is the Tarte Clean Queen Vegan Deodorant. I received a sample of this, maybe from a Sephora Playbox or maybe from a Tarte sample kit, not sure, but I really, really do like it for a natural deodorant. So on days when I know I am going to be sweating, I do have to wear an antiperspirant, but for example, if I'm going to a yoga class and I know that I'm going to be all sweaty anyway, but I do need to keep the BO down a little bit, I love using this Tarte vegan deodorant, and it has really great ingredients. It's only $14, plus with the sale it'll be even less, so I'm totally picking that up. And then I am also, as of right now, planning to pick up the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Glow Highlighter in the shade Perla. This is $25. It's a liquid highlighter and it looks gorgeous. There are very, very mixed reviews on it, but I feel like I would really, really like this, and I don't really own a liquid highlighter, and just the amount of product you get in here is insane for the price. So I think it's a really good deal, especially with the sale. I've been wanting it since it came out this summer, so now's the time. I think, I'm 95% sure I am going to pick this up during the sale. And last but not least, I am going to be picking up the Kane & Austin Prime and Protect Mattifying Primer with Broad Spectrum SPF 50. This is expensive. It is a $56 SPF. However, hear me out. Every sunscreen that I use on my face seems to break me out, except for the Murad ones, which are even more expensive. They're like $60-something. So I was searching around on Sephora for a sunscreen that had really, really great ingredients, but was not quite as much as the Murad sunscreens. And the Kane & Austin one has amazing ingredients, plus the fact that it's a mattifying primer just kind of sold me because it's like 2 products in one. So for that reason, plus with the amount that I'm going to get off during the sale, I decided I am going to try this out. I'm going to pick it up. I wear sunscreen under my foundation every single day, at least I try to, but it's time to find one that maybe doesn't break me out. And this has a physical sunscreen in it instead of chemical, which is definitely less likely to break you out. So we're going to go for it. We're going to pick it up. We're just going to do it. It's happening. I'm excited. Now I want to walk through just a few items that I was really, really close to getting, but I'm talking myself out of them, and I'll tell you why for each of them. All right, starting off, we have the Stila Written in the Stars Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow Set. Now, they have a couple of these sets. One is with 3 mini of the Stila glitters, and it is $25, and then they have a larger set of 6 colors for $45. So I really was tempted to get this little So I really was tempted to get this smaller set because it's only $25. You get to test out 3 different shades. It's really a good deal, and everyone was freaking out about these liquid glitter eyeshadows for the past couple of months on YouTube, and so, you know, I saw them everywhere. They do look gorgeous, but I need to be real with myself. I don't wear glittery eyeshadow. Like, I just don't. And on the rare occasion that I do, like once a week, maybe when I'm going out, I wear like a metallic foiled shadow. I'm not a glitter eyeshadow person. I prefer matte looks and foiled shadow looks. So it would just not make sense for me to buy this. And the only reason I wanted it was because everyone was talking about it. You get to try 3 shades. It's a pretty good price, but like, I don't need it. So we're gonna pass on that. The next product is an Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush. Now, these are gorgeous. They are beautiful. I have wanted them for so long, and honestly, someday I might buy one. But today is not that day because they are $38 for one blush. And I know a lot of you own them, and I know a lot of people have them, but guys, it's $38 for a blush. Like, I know they're beautiful. I've swatched them. The packaging is gorgeous. Like I said, maybe I'll buy one someday in the future, but I just can't right now. And I also need to remember that I have very oily skin, and these are all incredibly luminous blushes. I don't need to add any more luminosity to this face than what we already have. So until they come out with matte blushes, I'm going to try to stay away from these, but they are so tempting because they are so gorgeous. Next up is the Chloe perfume. I was going to get a little rollerball of this because I have had a sample of it and I am in love with it. I love this perfume. The notes are peony, rose, honey, and cedarwood, which I normally don't like anything with rose in it, but for some reason it works in this one. And I do love any scent that has cedarwood, so I love this Chloe perfume. But I actually just recently made a Sephora purchase for that Ciate glitter lip flip thing. What's it called? Glitter flip lip, whatever. I bought one product from Sephora to use for Halloween, and so with it I got this deluxe sample of the Chloe perfume. So now that I have that, I know that that is actually going to last me quite a long time, so I can hold off on buying the Chloe rollerball. Maybe I'll need it by the next Sephora VIB sale, but for now, we're gonna pass. Alright, this next one is one that I would actually recommend to a lot of people, but I'm just gonna tell you why I decided to not purchase it, and it is the Bare Minerals Nudes for Days 6-piece Gen Nude Lip Wardrobe. Basically, it's their version of a liquid lipstick, and it's 6 minis, and they're all in these really nice like nude, neutral, pinky shades. So it's a super good kit, and it's only $24. It's, I think, well worth it. It's like $4 per shade. I love having minis, and because for me, I would rather have the variety than have like a large amount of a product. So I would recommend this if you need more nude colored liquid lipsticks. But I do not need more. I just don't. I rarely wear nude lipstick because for me, I'm either gonna wear a lipstick because it's a color different than my lips, or I'm just gonna not wear lipstick. And since these shades are all so close to my lip color, I just know I wouldn't end up getting that much use out of them. I would wear them. They would be fun to have, but I wouldn't get enough use out of them. I have nude lipsticks that I need to use up before I can justify buying more of them, if that makes sense. So I'm not going to purchase this, but I would recommend it if you need it, if you need some nude lip colors. I will say though, the Bare Minerals liquid lipsticks do not dry all the way down. They're not transfer proof. They truly are just like a liquefied lipstick. So the next one is the one that is probably the hardest for me. It is the Fenty Beauty It is the Fenty Beauty Primer. It's called the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer, and it's $32, which I think is a pretty fair price, especially once you get that 20% off. And I love. I had a sample of this. When I picked up the sample of the foundation, I also got a sample of the primer, and it feels amazing. I love the way it feels. It's almost like a moisturizer, but it doesn't quite sink in the way a moisturizer does. It's a little more of like a smooth feel, but it's not at all silicone-y because I just can't stand that feeling on my face. I am in love with the way that this primer feels, but I have worn it at least 7 different times on half my face. And throughout the day, I check my makeup to see if it is making any kind of noticeable difference, and it's just not. And I wanted it to be making a difference if I tried this 7 different times, because every day I was like, yeah, maybe I'm seeing something here. Maybe it's making it last longer. Maybe my pores look smaller. But I have to be honest with myself, I saw difference from side to side on my face with this foundation. Or with this primer. So I cannot justify purchasing it because it doesn't actually do anything for my face. But it feels so good and it's so beautiful. The packaging is so pretty. So I really, really want it, but I'm not going to do it. That's everything. I would love to hear what you guys are planning to pick up from the sale and what you want to, but you have talked yourself out of. And let me know if you want an actual anti-haul where I go through the products that I think are ridiculous and that no one should be buying. Maybe not no one, but the products that are just really not worth it to me. Let me know if you want that video. I can try to get that up before the sale as well. So yeah, thank you so much for watching/listening to this episode. Share my channel with friends, let people know about it. Click subscribe yourself if you haven't yet already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.